5 and it's not crackerjack. It's Tuesday afternoon, it's 2 o'clock and it's time for Brew at 2. It's a bit of a murky one today, as we would say in Yorkshire. It's, as you can see, it's very grey. It's very grey. It's very rainy here in Clivellies.
Very wet.
Very wet. Not very warm. We've had the heating on since 11 o'clock this morning and we've reached the dizzy heights of 19 degrees in here, I reckon. I reckon that's a number 19. I don't think it's quite 20. So it's not exactly boiling. I think I might nurse my Brew at 2 cup of tea and see if I can warm my fingers up while we're doing the introduction. So Stephen's just made a good point. He says, can you all hit the like button please? Yes please, if I can just repeat that. So it doesn't seem a week, does it, since we were sat here doing this last week. Today might be a little bit of a more sombre Brew at 2, I think, because if you've seen it on YouTube this morning or possibly Facebook, you'll know that today would have been my darling mother Chrissy's birthday, and of course she's no longer with us, although somebody else thought that it was me and I should be I should be no longer on this mortal coil. No, I'm well and truly here. I can hold on, let me shut that up. I'm well and truly here, I can promise you that much. So yeah, this time last year I was sat in Blackpool Victoria Hospital, and she just about started to come round after trying to shuffle off the first time. So well, remembering 12 months ago is not exactly a present memory. Never mind anything else, but we celebrate the life that she lived and the laughs that we had together and the good times that we shared. Here comes trouble. Can hear him trottling upstairs.
I'm here.
Are you going to come and say hello?
I am.
Wow.
Are you
Come on to that in a minute, Joanne.
Chrissy?
I am. I'm just saying that it's a little bit of a slightly more sombre Brew at 2 today, apart from the idiot behind me.
Yes. We miss her lots. We do.
Good afternoon, here comes the other tea boy.
But
Here comes
you've
the
now
other
got
tea
a
boy.
full house. But life goes on and you've got to put your endoscope somewhere, haven't you?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. It is.
I could do with that to look in my ear.
Hang on a minute.
I can perhaps see the light. Perhaps not on Brew at 2.
No, we've got a leak, so I've been
broddling his endoscope
fishing.
through a crack. So, oh, shouldn't do that really, should I? So Joanne has just mentioned that the viewers and the Crack Boys and Mr. Cheatley went to Brian House Hospice, and collectively they raised £1,368 for Brian House. That's good, isn't it?
Doing what?
They've been having a fundraiser at the burger place.
Oh.
The Crack Boys. So didn't they do well? I've not actually seen that video. I saw it on notifications, but I've not actually seen.
There's money in burgers, isn't there?
Not actually. No, I think it was the viewers that had sent money in.
Oh, donating.
Into a collection.
Yes.
Into a collection for Brian House, which is very nice of everybody, isn't it? Some really nice people that watch Brew at 2. Do you want to just scratch my back in the middle? It's itching like mad. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm carrying on where Chrissy left off. She always used to be saying this. Scratch me back. Oh, it's itching like mad and he's got no nails.
You see, this is what I get employed for. Yeah. Is that crispy all right? Eh?
Yes, Crispy's just made a suggestion. Crispy's got some equally bad news, because tomorrow it's his mum and dad's birthday. And if I remember rightly, Crispy, your mum and dad died within a few months of each other, round about springtime last year, if I remember rightly. So we've all been going through the mill one way or another, which is why it's important to turn up to Brew at 2 and have a good laugh. Have a good laugh on a regular basis. So we'll all be thinking about you as well tomorrow, Crispy. Crispy, of course, is pro moderator, not just on our channel, but on many others as well.
Crispy is ace.
He's a good lad, our Crispy.
Good lad.
So... Oh, right. Joanne's just said it's on. I've stopped my computer comments so that I could catch up with what Joanne said. And they're coming up thick and fast on the thing. Crispy's just suggested that... Hold on. Jackie Lover, 18th of January.
Write that down.
I've got a cracking headache as well.
It'll be short and sweet today, won't it?
So, don't expect drum rolls and fanfares and lots of laughing today. So we'll just have a nice chat. Just have a nice chat today. 18th of January, Jackie Lover. Right, anyway. Oh, goodness me. Caroline Wright's husband died 4 years ago today. Oh. So we're all in the best place, aren't we, to prop one another up. Prop one another up.
What did they say about a problem shared?
Stephen sold the calendars and donated a percentage of the money that he made to the hospice. And Crispy suggested a bit further down in comments, that I'm just writing something else down. We could perhaps do something similar on our channel. That's a very good idea, that, Crispy. You've taken the words right out of my mouth.
Would it be a pool calendar? Pool joke calendar?
No. So, read up about suggestion for charity fundraising to donate Topic by Jane. The comments are coming, because I've stopped them, they're coming up very slowly. I think it's because it's raining. We always say we've got water on the tracks when it's raining. Because the internet slows down remarkably. Christine lost her husband on the 8th of January 3 years ago. I don't know.
Do you ever find that round about Christmas?
Yeah, it's a bad time, isn't it?
Is a horrible time for a lot of people.
It is. It is. But, as you would have seen on my Facebook post that I put on today, we can't change what's already been and gone.
Nope.
Because the past is history. And it's important that you all enjoy today, raining or not. Enjoy your friends and enjoy your family, because tomorrow is not a given. That's not being miserable. That's not suggesting that we're all gonna snuffle off this mortal coil tomorrow. That's just stating a fact.
And make lots of happy memories, because that's what keeps you going.
And take lots of photographs at the same time as well. So that's we'll leave that there, shall we? We'll leave that there. So I think that's caught up with that. So I'm back onto something a bit more resembling anything I can keep up to. I'll shift that out of way. I'll put my book there.
I'm only here because I can't concentrate when you're doing
No, it's fine. You can join us. You're very welcome. I've got some. I don't tell Kevin and Brenda and my normal real life friends that exist in reality.
You've got some real friends.
I have. I've got a few friends.
I've not.
I don't tell them what we're going to talk about on Brew 2, and then it's a surprise for everybody. Maybe a bit more of a surprise for him than he expected. So today we'll start off. Now we've been all doom and gloom and despondency. We'll start off today, I think, with some good news. Oh, hold on. Christine's got something. Oh, to cheer us up. A guy called John Tordoff has made a 200,000 piece Lego artwork of beauty spots in the Lake District. Wow, let me write that down. I'll have a look at that after. John Tordorf.
That would keep me quiet for a while,
That
wouldn't
would
it?
keep me very quiet for a very long time.
Shall we buy one
Yes,
of them,
and
Derek?
just don't forget anybody else that's a Lego fan. There's a brick festival at Easter-ish, April, in Blackpool.
I've just noticed something, and I'm not going to turn it round because it's got a telephone number on
Yeah.
it. But this, tell him about that cracking
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do.
Cracking-
I'll put that over from.
business card.
Yeah. So last week when we were at the venue,
This is the best business
when I
card
was at the
ever.
venue on Thursday morning doing the beach management stuff, I walked in and they're having a complete refurbishment. It's closed, so I'm right excited because on Friday I'm going to get a sneak preview to share with you before it opens. So that's good. And they've got a joiner in, and we might need a joiner for Cleveland's town centre. So I went chatting this bloke up, asking him if he could do this job for us. So he gave me his business
That's a
card.
lot of blokes up.
Do you like his business card? It's a piece of wood. It's a piece of laminate floor.
She says to him, "Have you got a business card?"
He said, "Here, take my business card."
Brilliant.
Mind you, having said that, I perhaps ought to have shown phone number and he might have got some work from it, might he? Oh, Stephen's going to Brickfest in Milton Keynes in March.
Oh.
There's a big one at
Birmingham NEC.
Yeah.
Birmingham
We'll
NEC.
have to compare notes in the Brew at Tool
It's
Chat
massive.
Group.
What's that one at
When we've all
Blackpool?
been, I'm right looking forward to going, I'll be
There's
honest.
one at Blackpool, isn't there?
Yeah, we're going to that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to.
I know, but what's...
Brickfest.
It is Brickfest.
Brickfest,
It's the
yeah.
same thing.
So, anyway, before we go any further and get any more diverted by Lego, we've got some good news today. Today, drum roll and fanfare. Today, we've got 2 new bats.
Woohoo!
We've got 2 new bats. We've got
Welcome
2,
on board.
We've got 2 to welcome to the fold. So we've got Dave Bryson
Welcome, Dave.
from Woodford Green in London.
Woo!
Oh, is that in
I
Essex?
believe it is.
Essex.
Good job, you know what you're talking about. Well, perhaps you might like to just have a look
I'll find
and
it
check,
for you.
and then I'll put the pin in the right place on the map.
I'll find it for
I
you.
think my sponsored charity event for this year ought to be learning some geography.
No, because it's not as funny, is it? If you know where places are.
Linda's had a trip up with her online shopping. She ordered some wool online at the weekend on special offer, and it arrived yesterday, all 2 balls of it, instead of 2 packs. I did something like that recently, didn't I? I ordered something and,
Oh, it was... Oh.
and a tiny little packet turned up, and I went, where's the rest of it? I can't quite remember what it was. Anyway, we've got another bat. Oh, they've got various Legos of various bird species at Martin Mere. And John says his sister took a picture of a Lego owl.
Oh, could you send that to
He's
us?
going to do. He's going to put it in the tool chat group,
Please
John, and then we
do.
can all have a look at it. We can all have a look. Right, so we've also
Crispy,
got...
I've just seen your comments. I've not had much time to do any artwork, but you might be impressed with what I'm on with at the moment.
Yes,
That's all I'm saying.
yes.
Woodford Green.
Woodford Green, yes. But that took some doing. I told you 5 minutes ago to look that up. Anyway, we've got another
So
bat while he's
demanding.
looking it up.
North of London.
We've got Ian Greer from
Welcome, Ian.
Bury. Did you know an Ian Greer?
I did.
I thought that name sounded familiar.
He's not a chef, is he?
Are you a sh-
Oh, I
are
don't
you-
know. He's in Bury, so it
Ian?
could even be one that you knew. Did you know T-Boy in reality, in real life, when he in the days when he worked in Sheffield? Yeah.
Did you used
We're
to did he
curious.
used to make you free meals, Derek? By any
Yes.
chance?
Used to keep my belly full for me.
Yes, I bet
Ah.
if it's the same one, I bet he used to make lots of puddings.
Yes.
Mm.
they did.
I bet he did. Right, anyway, so without any more of ado, we shall put these people on the map.
North of the River Thames.
You're right, saying that to me. So we've got Ian in Bury.
You know where Bury is?
Yes, I know where Bury is. We've got lots of pins in Bury, so we don't need to put one in for Bury. And we've got Dave in London, so put Dave in London on the map. We're running out of space.
Need a bigger map. Need a new one.
We need a new map. We do. I think you need to apply yourself, T-boy.
Yeah.
There you go. So I've put Dave up there. You're there, Dave. And I've put Ian in Bury down here. So I'm going to put a pin just north of the River Thames. So we'll have a blue one, I think. Right, so
It's getting a bit dangerous back of that boat.
So this is the River Thames, sort of here-ish. So I'm going to put you just above that, Dave. There you go. So we've got Dave on the River Thames. So welcome to the gang. Welcome to the gang. If anybody else wants to be part of the gang and wants to be an official bat with an official Brew at 2 cup to sit on the bat map and join us on a Tuesday afternoon, the link to buy your cup is in the description underneath. We're just a tiny little business doing our best for the place where we love. So when you buy cups and things like that, it helps us to carry on doing this. And of course, don't forget to join the Brew at 2 Facebook group.
I don't think they can see that. I think you need a little stand here.
You can look, it's right above your head.
I can't read it.
Yeah.
Can't read
Yeah,
it.
it's just a reminder because we talk about it every week and there's just short of 300 people in it already.
That's not bad going, is it?
300 regulars, and we have quite a laugh, don't we? We do a lot of chatting. Oh, Erith in Kent is a first time viewer. Hi, Erith.
Hi, Eric. You must.
Erith.
Oh, sorry, Erith. You must look at our back catalogue. That's equivalent to my socks from Lisa, Liz, wherever I got my socks from. I get everything wrong.
This is the funny hour.
I get everything wrong.
It's usually a lot more funny than it's going to be today, but the little pair of drums that are going like that is in my head. Somewhat suppressing my sense of humour. That's exactly where the banging. Bang, 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 bang. Anyway, moving on. So I also, Dave, I also got some nice news. I got one of those emails. That makes you say, "Oh, isn't that lovely?" And I didn't tell you about this one. Stop reading over my shoulder.
Oh, speaking of which, I could do a nip into Emmencourt, couldn't I?
Yes. So it's from well, I don't know what Mum's called actually because she's not put a name on it. So it says, "Hi Jane, my 2 girls, Millie aged 10 and Holly aged 8, love watching you on Brew at 2 and have asked me to send you an email to say hi.
Oh, that's nice.
They love your husband Kevin,
Oh.
no counting for taste girls, and he has them in stitches the way he jokes about. Hope you are all well and sorry about your mum."
Oh.
So I replied to Mum because I never got to find out what Mum's name is. So I replied to Mum and said, "Oh, isn't that nice?" Because at my advanced age, I mean, I know I've got the mental age of a 10-year-old, but at my advanced age, you sort of wonder whether you're kind of, a bit insane for a child.
But you were quite mature before you met me.
So
downhill.
I replied and said, "How lovely, that's really nice."
It is.
And then Millie and Holly replied to me themselves and they said, "It's Millie and Holly here. We can't wait to watch Brew at 2 next week. We'll be watching on Catch Up after school. We live in Bispham. We love watching you and all your dad's paintings." So
Brilliant.
that made my day, that did.
Thank
Good.
you.
That made my day.
Yes.
Thank you, girls. And hi to Millie and Holly. Big shout out. Tell me which school you go to. We'll get all your friends watching.
Exactly.
And all the mums and dads. You can see me logic. So that neatly takes me on to last week. And the story of Dunelm. Well, that was quite entertaining, wasn't it? And it didn't have elicit some comments from everybody.
I knew it would.
Well, I did.
I knew we would have a divided audience, but to be fair, I mean, you know, you go to these places and it's like I say, you try to, you know, give information to people to make their own mind up, and we do tend to have a bit of a laugh at the same time,
exactly.
don't
So it's all good publicity.
we? Yeah.
So off we trolleyed. Now, just to clear a few things up, from here to Squires Gate is not far in miles, but it takes long enough to get there because of the traffic and the sort of what bit you're going through. So we didn't want to go there and leave Muffin at home for that length of time, and be having kittens thinking, what's he doing? Has he peed on the carpet again?
More that he'd recently recovered from a collapse.
Yes, and he's got problems with his throat and all. I mean, you know what he's like. He's got all kinds of things wrong with him. So we took him with us, and usually when we've been to the Squires Gate trading estate, most of the shops you can go in, obviously not the food ones. Now let's just get something straight. If I got a dog that was walking about on its legs, there is no way on this earth I would take it walking about on its legs into a shop.
No.
Whether or not it was good, bad or indifferent, I wouldn't trust it. And I don't think it's fair to take a dog into places when they're going to
to slobber on clothes,
slobber and dog hair and
No.
potentially lift the leg up and whatnot.
You'd like to buy things pristine and
You know, if I got a big dog, if I got a standard poodle or a Dalmatian or something.
That wasn't a standard poodle, that were a giraffe.
That were perhaps a Shetland pony, actually. But he's in a pram. We'd forgotten, if you've watched it, you'll know that I'd forgotten the harness and the lead and the dog bags and everything else. So we got to pull the hood down on the pram because otherwise he'd have run off. So in we walked, and there were two women stood on the door, and one woman had got a clipboard and a sheet, and she'd asked the woman in front of us a question as if she was either trying to flog something or she was doing a survey or whatever, and she were talking to people as they went in and writing things down, and she didn't say anything to me. So I thought, well, either I don't fit a criteria or she thinks I look like I need to be avoided or whatever, but she didn't ask me. She didn't ask me. So
You didn't give her that look, did you?
no, I smiled at her. Brains, and the sort of both looked at me as if to say, we're not asking you. And I thought, so Brains is following me, pushing his child, and she said, you can't come in here with that. We've got a strict no dog policy. And she was right shirty, weren't she?
She wasn't very friendly. You know, if you've got a store and you've got this crisis on the high street where you're trying to get customers through the doors, you'd say, I'm ever so sorry, but you can't bring that in here. It's company policy, and I do apologise. And
yeah, she looked a little bit like she was sucking a lemon.
none of that.
So that were that. So we, us being us, had a good laugh about it all the way around Squires Gate.
We would have been longer, but we couldn't look round Dunhill. We said that once or twice, didn't we?
Oh, well. Caroline got kicked out last week with a puppy in a pushchair. And they've been kicked out of the range with an elderly dog in a pushchair. Now, you see, we asked in the range when we'd been on our own, because that's not quite as far. So we can manage that, and it's not a problem, because you're only going in one shop. So we'd asked whether or not we could take a dog in a pram in the range, and they said no, so we've not been. It's not that we're just defiant and think the world owes us a living.
No. I thought the comment from the ex-store manager was a good
I've
one.
printed that out.
Yeah,
I've printed that out because, can you remember Esther Hansen when she used to do that Jobsworth award? It had shades of Jobsworth about it, didn't it? And absolutely no common sense. So somebody said, this is a comment somebody's put on YouTube, As the retired retail manager of a large store, I would look at each situation and make decisions based on the circumstances and would expect my duty managers to do the same. If we are faced with situations that are a bit unusual, we should make decisions based on risk. So she's explained, he, I don't know whether it's a man or a woman, it's AS. So it goes on to explain all about, you know, risk and she's put, I feel looking at what I saw, Muffin was zero risk to health and safety, and I as a manager would have done nothing. Even if a customer complained and said they had allergies, I would have just replied that we let animals in, like assistance dogs, but not dogs on leads or walking free.
It's a dog.
Well, you know what, Dunelm lost a sale, and as you say, you will spend your cash elsewhere. Talk about overkill. Overkill? So that was the point. Absolutely no common sense at all.
Two Rings is just a little small hairy,
Caroline says the
hairy
bloke
child.
that kicked them out was a job's worth.
Yeah.
John Brockbanks just put, I was rudely asked to take my Great Dane out of Dunelm after taking him in his pram the week before last. I wouldn't mind, but I did try to cover him up by putting a little bonnet on him. Which is funny. So Calderdale gets the award. He gets the award for the wittiest response. Are you ready? He's put.
Oh,
and
this was brilliant.
This was a
Brilliant.
cracker, this. It had me cracked up. And it came to pass that 3 wise men and a fierce acolyte travelled to the land of the Dunhelmites. But an elder of the Dunhelmites admonished them, saying that it was well known that fairy-wheeled wise men were banned from his country because they caused much watering of the eyes and a surfeit of snot among his brethren. Get ye hence, he said, accusing them of ignoring the warnings at the border. Yea, verily, said wise man Kevin, wise man Reverend Kevin, for it was indeed him. Warnings there are none, and fierce acolyte will cause fire and brimstone to be rained down upon you and your people, when the 10,000 and more followers bring forward their wrath. The elder Dunamite said, just piss off. So the 3 wise men and fierce acolyte travelled out to the land of the Dunhelmites and journeyed north to the tabernacle of the rabbit, in the sacred land of the Clevelyites, who had welcomed them many years ago, even though they were of the land of the White Rose. Elder wise man then made a brew. Wheeled fairy wise man went to sleep on the sofa. And wise man Reverend Kevin and fierce acolyte had a moan, then watched the telly. Amen. I thought it was cracking, that it was just so funny.
I think that could be made into a film, that.
The comment is underneath the video, and that just creased me up, honestly. I was just sat laughing to myself when I read it.
Well read, though.
In future,
Well read.
I would appreciate it if you could refer to me as the fierce acolyte. I'm not quite sure what a fierce acolyte is, but it sounds good.
You should have looked that up first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably an insult, but never mind. Never mind. We're all friends here, aren't we? Oh, that's a corker. Christine says there's always one job's worth. My disabled son and myself were sent back down the ramp getting on a train many years ago, and we got tickets and booked seat numbers and nearly missed a wedding. Job's worth. Maybe we need to bring back Esther Hanson's Jobs Worth Award. That'd be interesting, wouldn't
You
it?
could do it. You could put false teeth in and do it.
So that was our entertainment for the weekend.
So if you ever get kicked out of anywhere, let us know in the comments.
Yes, absolutely. Anyway,
And we'll put you on the map.
my international incident manager has composed a very good letter, which he's going to send to.
In Britain, we write very stern letters, don't we?
Yes, but
in
who are you
response.
sending it to?
One of the executives at Dunelm.
Yes, he's been on LinkedIn and he's looked up who all the top gaffers are.
Yes.
I must just add that he's just recently resolved his Sky Glass issue
I did it.
by contacting the founder of Sky TV.
I did. Yeah.
I am putting a strong complaint in. So if anybody's got any issues that they're struggling to resolve, is available to provide counselling and advice.
I'm very versatile. I can blow balloons up for kiddies' birthdays. I've got an endoscope and I can complain.
Yes, exactly.
and raise £70 on star flyers.
Exactly.
What more could you want?
So, yesterday we did a beach clean, did we not?
It was lovely.
It was lovely. Do you know, it's best date I've been on for ages.
Oh,
We went.
cobwebs.
We went.
Oh, well.
We had a lovely stroll on promenade, didn't we, Kevin?
Wait. I was there with me litter bag, holding it, and she was just
Flicking.
feeding the bag with rubbish.
Well, as we strolled hand in hand down the promenade, with only a litter sack between us.
My rubbish bag was half full, not half empty, by the time we finished, wasn't it?
Exactly. Tracy, it's Tracy. Mum is Tracy. She says her daughters Millie and Holly go to Westcliff Primary Academy in Bispam.
Write that down.
Right, so mum's Tracy. Right, you need to set them on then, Tracy. Going to school and telling everybody to watch.
Or we could go to the morning assembly.
Yeah, we could.
Surprise!
Yeah, we could. That's if Kevin can get out of bed early enough.
I'll tell you what, I'll get up early. Sponsored. Sponsored, get up early.
Yes, so the venue is closed this week because it's having a full refurbishment, which is what I've just said.
It does look nice so far.
And the bit
lovely.
that we've seen looks lovely. So it's like chaos. So we got diddled out of our coffee yesterday, didn't we?
Don't tempt me.
We did.
Have you read it?
No.
Don't challenge me. Read it.
What?
Read it.
10 quid. Calderdale says 10 quid if Kevin walks round Dunelm in a dog onesie. Has anybody got a dog onesie to fit an adult?
I'm game. In a pram.
In a wheelchair.
A big pram. What's your name, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get a dog onesie for Kevin.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so we had a lovely morning yesterday. And then coming right round in a very big circle, back to what we were talking about right at the beginning of the show. Crispy suggested fundraising. Well, it's funny you should mention that, Crispy. Because one of the things I've been doing this weekend, I've treated myself to a new book. There you go, you need a notebook for every occasion.
Point of order. Viewers, is it treated or tret?
Treated, not tret.
Tret.
Tret's not a word, Kevin. Do you think tret's a word? I don't think tret's a word. Anyway, I've treated myself to a new diary because every occasion needs a diary. And this weekend I've been doing a pretty colour-coded list. This is our list of things. I had to get him to print it out because I haven't got a colour printer.
I have my uses.
This is my colour-coded list of things that we're going to tackle in Cleveland's this year. So you heard me whittling on about this recruitment thing that we did. Well, we've got some new volunteers who might live to regret it. We've got a plan. And now we need lots and lots and lots of money. So...
Weren't you looking for young, fit, strong men?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and young, fit, strong men.
And some volunteers.
So that could be quite a good idea if you're all amenable to that, because we are doing Cleveland's in Bloom, we are doing Christmas, we're doing we're doing a knitted Mary. I'll leave that one with you there. Yes. And if you'd have seen the picture that I sent to my to my friends of what Knitted Mary might look like, you'd be horrified.
It's a family show.
Yeah, it's the family show.
Show.
So that would be fab. It's something that everybody can enjoy. So if you want to do that, that would be lovely. And T-Boy is currently, in fact, I think that's where he's gone now. T-Boy is currently doing a new picture, which is going to be a fundraiser.
Oh.
More to follow on that. Keep watching this space. So I'll have a think about it. I'll have a think about how we manage that, because I need to sort out with T-Boy. There you go. Liz says it's treated or treat, and Liz is far cleverer than you. So I need to work out how we're gonna do the fundraising, because if we're gonna do something like that, I don't want it all muddled up. If Kevin gets up in the month of February at 7 every day, they'll all donate.
I will. Just in time for Cora. Or is it Emmerdale?
Emmerdale. May 31st.
Okay then, so long as there's no football on. I don't like football, but it interferes with the programming. I will get up at 7. Does it say 7 a.m?
Yeah.
No, it just says up at 7.
So if you have any bright ideas about how we could raise money for Cleveland's easily, because there's not that many volunteers, and really we could do with raising quite a lot of money, pop an idea in the Brew at 2 chat group. So there's lots of things we could do, but a lot of them are not easy to do and take a lot of time, and
they're not all legal.
No, they're not all legal. I can't deliver a 5-page, oh sorry, I can't count, a 4-page list of actions in 2023 and do a ton of creative fundraising as well. So that was that. So anyway, tomorrow, can Kevin swim? After a fashion. He swims like he digs a hole, I'll tell you.
Put it this way, if I was to wear the doggy outfit
and swim,
the doggy one,
you'd sink. When Kevin and he shares this problem with his adopted dad Keith. Both of them, if they're doing anything, they've got to go at it like a bull at a gate, and they can't do anything slowly. So if he's digging a hole, it's literally it's gone. Right, we should be back.
Can you hear us?
I've got the recording device on airplane mode, so
Still
the
saying
phone
no
can't
sounds?
ring
Still saying
because
no?
it's on a delay. And somebody's just rung on the WhatsApp
Oh, Christine.
audio. Is that better? Right. No, it's not you. It's not you. 50 quid if Kevin swims in the Irish Sea in a dog onesie.
50? You see, when I swim, I try to get to the Isle of Man and back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, so when he digs it, I was telling you, weren't I? When he digs a hole, It's literally like watching a Jack Russell digging a hole, and there's soil and spades and arms and legs going everywhere. That's how he swims. Is that not true?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm putting the flag up tomorrow. I'm having my roots done. My roots. So I'm going to the hairdressers, and all this funny colour is all going to be transformed into this sort of colour, hopefully. So that'll be nice. I'll be able to just sit down and do nothing for a couple of hours. So I'm looking forward to that.
Can I come with you and have my roots put back?
Yeah. And then next Tuesday, if anybody's... Oh, Caroline says if you swim in a dog onesie, she'll add £20 to that. I think that's a good fundraiser, that. Our next door but one neighbour...
I challenge you to find a dog onesie.
Yeah, our next door but one neighbour is like man from Atlantis. He's older than us and...
Fit as a fiddle.
Fit as a fiddle.
Used to be a fireman.
Yeah, and he
won't see this because he doesn't use Facebook.
No, he jumps over the sea wall, strides down the beach. It's like watching James Bond. I call him James Bond. Strides down the beach, and off he goes swimming. And then he's biking on his bike, and then he's running, and we start watching him. And
So
he keeps saying to Kevin, "You should come with me. You should come and have a swim."
I do. I said.
And he'll say, "Later,
Oh.
another day, busy."
Bad timing.
Can't come now. James just put dinner out.
I've been in sea though, haven't I?
Oh yeah.
It were a nice ride back in lifeboat.
Yeah. I think. Oh, Amazon have got loads. Dog onesies. I think that sounds like a good idea for a fundraiser. I think we could video it. Does your sound come back, Connie? Linda, if I can't tell you how much time and how much effort and how much work that us two between us have put into Cleveley's and the town centre.
I can only take a little tiny.
And
bringing
bringing it back to life. I am not, much as I am generous to a fault, I am not fundraising for another charity. It's either that or both. Would you agree?
I've not read that one. What does that one
Linda
say?
says, draw up a list of charities to donate to and then call a vote on which one to donate.
Care for Cleveley's.
Care for Cleveley's,
There you
exactly. Carried.
I
Motion
nominate in a
Motion
vote.
carried.
Care for Cleveley's. Yeah, motion carried. All donations to Care for Cleveley's.
Yeah, all donations. No, he'll not swim in cold weather. We'll do it in summer when we can gather a big crowd round him to watch.
If I was to swim in cold weather, double it.
Yeah, but we need it to be. We can stand with a bucket and we could make it into an event.
Yeah. And watch me sink. Oh, he's waving at us. What's that programme?
It were a public service advert from 1970s.
Petunia.
He's waving, Petunia.
Oh, Petunia is
Yeah,
waving
he's
at us.
waving. He's waving. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That. What do you think, Brenda? No, am I writing Brenda? I'm supposed to be writing Kevin. Kevin, dog onesie fundraiser.
I think maybe next year I'll go up on Starflyer and wear a big wig so it
Well, that black afro one.
flows out behind.
So that's our fun. So normally, you see, I do an hour or two work at crack of dawn, and then the rest of the day ends up being things for Cleveley's. Scooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo. Yeah, we like Scooby Doo, Lorraine, didn't we? We had a physics teacher that I swear to God, Kevin was in the year above me at school, and we both stopped at school in the sixth form, and we both had the same physics teacher for A-level physics, and I swear to God that one of
Shaggy.
our physics teachers was Shaggy off Scooby-Doo. He was him. Tatty was in art. Everybody used to call him Shaggy, didn't they? He just exactly the same. Exactly the same.
They couldn't get Scooby-Doo in Dunelm though.
No.
He tried.
Kevin said I was a bad man. You have no idea, says Calderdale. Right. So, I'm sure there was something else I was going to tell you.
Calderdale, there's always the private message system.
Yes. Yes. I think that's it. I'm sure there was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, I asked Brains. Not likely, John. I thought you were my friend. Johnny Chin says,
Come on, John.
for Jane to spend a night in the Crow's Nest on Blackpool Tower in December.
That sounds fine. What's wrong with that?
It doesn't actually say which Jane. So we could just find another Jane, couldn't we?
In the Scooby-Doo
Right.
outfit.
Moving on.
I think it's Scooby-Doo.
Yesterday, I did ask Brains if we could have a conversation about Brew at 2, and at the time he was in one of these typey chats. So by the time it finished in the typey chat, it was like tea time, and frankly by then the desire to eat became more important.
I did tell him to keep talking.
So, there's something I want to discuss with Kevin before I break the news to you first, but I've got a couple of ideas for Brew at 2 for 2023 to spice Tuesday afternoons up.
I did hear the opening line though. I want to talk to you about. Sorry, can't talk right now, I said. Talk to the hand.
So we'll do an announcement about that. And I'm very conscious as well that I've not made, well, hardly any videos since Christmas. And if you could just move slightly to one side, please. And I've been, I think I mentioned this last week, didn't I? I've been having a tidy up. So I've been sort of sorting out a clear space where I'm thinking about setting shop up and setting myself up so that I can do videos inside. But I've been spending that much time doing stuff for Cleveland, so I don't have time. Yeah, that's it, isn't it then, Kevin? Yeah, he's still there. I've not lost him yet.
How's your head? Is it still aching?
I don't think it's quite as bad as it
Not as
was
bad.
earlier. Yeah, I think you've got rid of me. Rid of some of my headache for me. Would anybody like to buy Kevin? I could sell him to the highest bidder, couldn't I? How much would you bid? Would you start me off at a £5?
When it's gone, it's gone.
Joanne says, what about a sponsored silence for Kevin, or wouldn't that last long?
Me? It's this one.
I did mention when we were talking about fundraising the other day, I did say to Kevin, I could do a sponsored silence. I said, but that'd kill me.
Actually, put that to the audience. Sponsored silence. Brew at 2, one Tuesday for an hour. Say nothing.
And what on earth planet would that be?
Prove you couldn't do it.
Well, that would be very boring, wouldn't it,
For
if
every-
we ended up watching an hour.
For every minute of
Caroline's
silence.
got a Kevin at home, so she says she's good.
Oh, you
She
poor
doesn't
thing.
need another one.
Oh, you poor thing.
One is plenty. So, and the bids are coming in thick and fast. We've got 150, 99p and 50 pence. So you're not really worth much, are you?
No.
You're not really worth
When
much.
it starts looking like that.
Yeah, so to answer Crispy's earlier question, we've got up to 103 million, 19, that many. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. I think that might be a billion. A lot on our scam tally for our scam tally for last year, and I did get one this week as well, which I was going to read out to you. from the TSB Bank. And it says, "Dear customer, we have placed a temporary hold on your account. We need you to review and update your details. To resolve this issue, please visit our support centre and follow the instruction provided on screen." So I thought to that, get lost. No way. Because if people send you things like that, especially when it comes from supporting@mntmnt.com, you know that that is a scam. So if you look up here, the email address is very often completely related to what they're trying to con you into. Do sometimes come from what looks like the right place, so just be careful.
These people that are sending these emails are not very bright, take it from me.
They like him. They like him. So I think that just about takes us to birthdays and just about to the end of the show for this week. So I've got a message from Jackie Bell who says, "Hi Jane, Happy New Year to you, Kevin, Derek and Muffin. If there is a brew at 2 today, this came at Christmas on the week that we missed. Can I have a birthday shout out for Friday the 6th? So we're a little bit late, Jackie, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're on a delayed reaction, but at least we got you eventually. So then obviously today it should have been Chrissy. Tomorrow, drum roll, it's our very own Caroline James vlog. So happy birthday, Caroline. Caroline says that she's hurtling towards 60. Well, I would never have thought that, Caroline. And just remember that age is but a number. And the one good thing about getting older is that you can just stop caring what anybody thinks. We're parting caring, aren't we, Kevin?
I don't care.
No. Which is why he's going in the sea in a dog onesie. It's a nice licence, in fact.
In fact,
I
refuse to go in when the sea is woof.
Oh God.
When the sea is woof.
Caroline, I've got a few words for you. When I am an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat, which doesn't go and doesn't suit me, and I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've got no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages in one go, or only eat bread and pickle for a week. And hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. I've already done that. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now so that people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple." That, ladies and gentlemen, is my mantra. I am well in practice. So that stake that I'm going to drag along the railings, yes, purple hair, exactly. You're well in practice. You're well in practice. Well, a friend of mine, when I very first met her, had red hair, bright red hair, this colour red hair. And she informed me the other day that she's thinking of going back pink again. Might be inspired when I've seen that. Because I think at some point I'll definitely be going a very wacky colour. Anyway, I digress. So on the 12th... it's Sue Dodsworth's birthday. So she's another woman that deserves a medal for living with our Brew at 2... Joker. That sounds like a junk telephone call. And then on the 18th, it's Jackie Lovett's birthday. I don't know whether is that this week or is that next week? Oh, you'll get double bubble Jackie because you're next week. she'd written that on the typey when we first started. So there you go. So I think that's pretty much
you've done very well.
today. That's pretty much today. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for
Thanks for
tuning
the
in.
messages.
Thanks for the messages. Thank you for being lovely, all of you, and we will see you next week. So I think we really need to finish, don't we, with our
They're all in a bit of a muddle.
finale. Just wouldn't be Brew at 2, would it, unless we finished in proper form. Smiling is infectious. You'll catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. And when he smiled, I realised I passed it on to him. So if you feel the smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic, quick, and get the world infected. See you next week. Bye for now.